Good morning, Center for Spiritual Living, Simi Valley. How's everyone this morning? Boy, y'all are looking bright and chipper. I had to go outside at the last minute, so I came back in. You know how it is when you come in from the bright. It looks dark. I'm not used to being so dark in here. Hold on, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi. Oh, that's more. There you are. It's beautiful. Oh, that reminds me of my cheat sheet for sneezing. You know when you get that sneeze, it's coming like, if you close your eyes and turn toward the sunlight and then look up through your closed eyelids at sunlight, it'll make you sneeze. I knew as soon as I said that, it's something. Where's your house? Go look out the window. Look at a light bulb. Look at a light. It might not be bright enough, the light. It might not be good enough as the sun. All right. That's good. Oh, well, that's right. Dominic knows what I'm going to talk about. Okay, so welcome to the Virch community. And for those of you that are watching on Facebook or YouTube today, you may notice that this is your shot. So the band is over there, but you may not see them. You probably see the L's, but you don't see the band. They're there. It's not tracked in music. And then if anybody decides to stand over past here, like you don't see me anymore either, do you? Yeah. You know what happened? Both our camera crew people are gone. Yeah. So I turned it on myself. But all I could figure out was a wide shot. So that's all we got. Because I know how I am. And I figured if we didn't have a wide shot, they'd be missing a lot more if it was just this shot right here. So that's the greeting to the Virch folks. We got it for you. It's just different than what you're used to. And all that fancy stuff that Gregory and Olivia do. Yeah. What else we got? Ooh, the sound bath was so lovely this week. I think we had 35 people here. And we had about 5 sound bath virgins here as well. And they left here going, oh my God, I need a cigarette. I want to do that again. It was so much fun. It's just something about, we have Abby, we have Renee, they're regulars. And then we got this guy named John who comes, and then occasionally Cheryl and I actually have done a sound bath or two, and we were flirting with the idea of doing another one. But whoever it is, there's just something elevating that happens. And I want to say thank you to all the volunteers who make this happen, because you realize we have to, right? We got to take all the chairs out and bring all the chairs back in. And this month we set them up without Ron here. And I know, Ron is like the king of spatial design. But he fortunately left these little markers on the floor. We just followed his marks, and it was just like we're animals, and boom, all the chairs are back in. So thank you so much to the Sound Bath folks. We're going to start something new beginning this month. Happy birthdays. We used to send out birthday cards, and what happened was we just the staff kind of shrunk down, and the volunteer corps kind of shrunk a little bit more. But we didn't want to forget you about your birthdays. So here's our September birthdays. And this is why Gregory's not here. Because he's with Letitia celebrating her birthday today, right? And on the 11th is Tracy. On the 12th is Gregory Blake. Costa on the 13th. Leisha on the 24th. And Cassandra, who's not here to scream at, is going to be on the 27th. All right? Now, happy birthday, everybody. Now, if you would like to have your birthday listed, because this is another thing that happened, a lot of the birthday folks that we've had historically have kind of either through attrition or retirement, have moved to other places. They're not here as regularly. So if your birthday is not known by us, please let us know. Let Darlene or Kathy know when your birthday is. We'll put it on the list, and you too shall be up here until one day this thing is 3 pages long, and we'll be like, oh my God, there's so many birthdays. How wonderful that will be, right? Okay. So that's something new we're going to start. But we don't have to have a song. We're just going to put them up there, and they'll be inside the regular announcements. I'm not going to say this every month. This is going to be in the irregular announcements the first Sunday of the month. We'll have the birthdays in there. Okay? All right. So something new happening. Now, the compassionate care kits continue. We're assembling those care kits on Sunday, September 14th. That's Family Day, by the way. That's why we chose that day to do it. Our family activity will be to support the community, to support unhoused people in our community, and the Samaritan Center, which does amazing work to support not just that community, but anyone who is in need, hungry, whatever. Samaritan Center comes to their aid. They help people find jobs. They help people find places to live. They help people work through their social service caseload. They're an amazing organization. We're so grateful to partner with them. Pat, do you want to come up and talk a little bit about the next slide, which is the kits, the things we need? So we've had this regular list. Come on over here a little bit more, because remember so we had this regular list of stuff, but now we've narrowed it down to exactly what we need and how many of these things we need. Like we need 100 feminine hygiene products, 80 toothpaste tubes. No, that is not. No,
we do not.
No. That's
need
just it.
these
That's why
items.
these are here.
Yeah. We
Go ahead,
need
Pat.
these items. It is next Sunday, so if you're available during the week to bring things in, please check with Darlene about her schedule, because we'd love to have them, or bring them in Sunday. But this is what we still need to get to our 100 bags. Remember last week when I spoke to you, we said we could do it. We could make 100 bags, right? All right, so we do need the feminine products. We need toothpaste. We need soaps, body wash, hand sanitizers, deodorants, wet wipes, toothbrushes. We actually have, I think we now have enough toothbrushes. Knock that off.
All right.
Okay, more bottled waters.
And
more
bring the little
granola
mini bottle
bars,
waters too, the little mini ones.
snacks, anything, Band-Aids, antiseptic wipes. These are the things that we're going to put in the bags to make sure that these people have what they need to exist on the streets, if that's unfortunately what it is, or back and forth to the Samaritan Center. So please, whatever you can bring in, we're going to have an assembly line next Sunday. We'll be doing it in the classroom area after service, and we're just going to fill up 100 bags of all these items. So we can do it, right? Yes? Yes,
We can do this.
absolutely.
All right.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yes.
We're going to have bunches of pizzas. All kinds. Vegan, regular, gluten-free. It's going to be pizza. Yeah, I know. We'll take care of that. Oh, look at you. Are you playing ping pong with the thing? Boop, 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 like beach ball.
At least I'm right in the middle of the camera.
Let's hear from Pat. Oh, Pat, don't leave, because as we move forward, I want to ask Pat and whatever other board members or adjuncts that are here this morning to please come up with me for a moment. Yeah, of course. Of course. Let's all stand together here. Yeah. So this is who's here today, but you actually have 7 board members and 5 adjuncts on your board of trustees. So we're standing here today in solidarity to speak to you about some things that have been coming up that need to be discussed and let you know in full transparency what's going on. So when I was on sabbatical, some stuff happened of a political nature by some means, some folks' description. Our spiritual leader posted something, a white paper, that another member of our community posted on your community page. So we have the CSL Simi Valley page, and then we have the community group page on Facebook. This person posted it on the group page. Some people took offense at the position that was taken, and a discussion ensued that later turned into an argument. They became like, oh, I don't like you anymore, and it was a big deal. You haven't heard a lot about it because I've been going one-to-one on all the people that have been involved in this in the last 6 weeks since I've been back, or 8 weeks since I've been back. Those conversations led us to have some decisions as a board to bring in an organization called Braver Angels that facilitates conversations between red and blue communities, like us. And so that's a process that's coming forward, and some of you may be invited to an event we're going to be having. Actually, everyone's invited, but some will be asked to participate in a red-blue workshop that we'll be holding on October 5th, Sunday after service. We want everybody to be here to witness what takes place, and some to participate right in the activity, okay? In the process of that taking place, couple members of our board have decided that maybe things are not either moving fast enough for them or just things are not working in the way they would like to see them work, which has been very disheartening for some of us, particularly us here on the board, and some of you when you hear what's happened. So our esteemed and longtime member of the church, Costa Francides, has decided to resign from his position on the board and to leave the church over these issues. Along with that, board adjunct Tony Goff also decided to leave. And you may have noticed some other members have not been here as much. Both on left and right, both red and blue, have been leaving the community under the idea that politics and church don't go together. Now, this is a little challenging because if you look back in the history of America, you will see that religion played a very large role in the civil rights movement. Religion played a large role in the Vietnam War. Religion played a large role in the suffragette movement. Religion has played a large role in the advancement of the democratic principles of this country. In fact, our founder, Dr. Holmes, spoke very fondly about that sort of stuff. And let me see if there's so much here. But he wrote an essay back in the 40s. Democracy is a spiritual idea. It is a government of laws, laws by the people, who must live under them, where their direct representatives, under them by their direct representatives, laws which govern them all alike. And he writes in that time, which is very much like these times, in these days of stress and strain, when we wonder if God is still in his heaven, if all is right with the world, for those of us who are so fortunate as to live in this country should renew our faith, our confidence in that divine presence, which is the very foundation of any intelligent and constructive system of life. He writes, there can be no love, no volition, no unity where there is hate. Let us learn to be compassionate, not to judge unkindly, but to help each other hold that banner of freedom without which life can have no meaning. And let us not forget that no democracy can survive the persecution of the smallest minority in its midst. Again, this brings democracy back to a spiritual idea. So the idea that the science of mind doesn't take a stance on democracy, that doesn't take a stance on politics, is a misnomer. We have in this house have spoken out in support of Black Lives Matter movement. We have spoken out in support of unidentified people by their gender. We just talked about helping unhoused individuals. We have done a lot of things that may have crossed what some might consider a political line. But we've always done it in love. We've always done it with open hearts and loving hearts and open minds. So I invite you to remember the principles that we teach and to stay with this system of the science of mind teachings. Cheryl wrote an amazing letter while I was away that talked exactly about what we represent as a spiritual house. Now, some of you may know my own individual political stances on things. Some of you may not. What I will tell you is I believe in the principles of the science of mind. I believe we are all individualized expressions of the divine. We're all here to do something very unique for ourselves. And our teaching empowers you how to take what you find is yours to do and do that out in the world. As it comes down to our page, that community page, it's your page. The Facebook page, it's your page. You choose what you're going to put on there, but remember, Dr. Holmes tells us, we're not punished for our mistakes, we're punished by them. We have consequences to anything we do, and be willing to stand up for those consequences. If you want our page to be a political forum, that's your choice. But if you want it to be a reflection of the Science of Mind teachings, that is your choice as well. We're not going to monitor that. We have the community page. We have the CSL Simi Valley page, which we put the business face out into the world. But the attitude, the feeling of our community is on that community page. And that's up to you to decide what is to be there, all right? I've seen some amazing things happen in this center. I've been blessed, honored to lead and guide and support this center for the last almost 10 years. And never have I seen this kind of division take place within our home, where people are leaving because they don't feel comfortable or loved or supported. We need to think about that. We need to do some personal introspection about that. All right. I'm going to turn the mic off here to any of our board members or adjuncts if you have anything you'd like to add or say, because this is community, right?
Hi. I think you all know that I'm all about love, and I know that that's what this center is about. I know that every single person that's here today and everybody that's not here today, they are still a part of our center, and they're still a part of the love that we have for them. Oh, I'm Pat. Pat Schaefer.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Glath, and I've been at the Science Mind community most of my life. And for me, my spirituality is about the love and adoration and gratefulness of the divine. That's it. And we are expressions of that, and so we are a drop in that ocean. We are part of that divine. And we as humans, sometimes we fail, sometimes we fall down. And if we didn't, then we'd just be the whole of the divine, wouldn't we? So for me, that's what my spirituality is about. That's what I'm going to do while I'm here, and I'm going to try and take that out into the world. It doesn't mean that I won't protest inequities. It doesn't mean that I won't have opinions, but I want to remember who I am, who we are, that we are the greater expression of the divine.
Kathy, you're supposed to be up here. No, you're on the board.
I know
She's working today, so she wants to be the worker. No.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Robinson Collins. Come on up here, Kath. For me, my personal learning through a lot of this is that I think all of us want to be seen and feel heard, and there are too many people that we're not feeling that way. And I think that for those of you, I really hope you come out for the Braver Angels workshop, because it's not about changing anybody's mind. It's about how we can really hear each other and how we can listen deeply, which I know for me personally, professionally, is something that I strive to do better every day. So I hope we see you there.
My name's Linda Legman. I'm an adjunct on the board. And I am really concerned about what's happening in this country. And I don't want our spiritual center to fall apart because the world's falling apart. And I'm very sad about the people who have left. And I'm willing to hang in there, and I have strong feelings. But that's a big surprise for people who know me. But I love this center. I am very sad about the people who've left, and I wish they hadn't. And I even wrote to Costa, I said, I do not accept your letter of resignation. And he didn't respond. But yet. So I'm just encouraging everybody to remember who we are, that we love each other, that this teaching is profound, and we'll hang in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you sure you want to give this to me?
Yes, we do.
I just keep coming back to the fact that we are all, well, we're family here. This place has changed my life, saved my life. And anyway, I'll try not to go on tangents, but
Dorothy, come on
what
up.
I go back to, come on up here, Dorothy, is that we're a family, and we're all in relationship with each other. And relationships can have some rough patches in them. But it doesn't mean we just leave. We work through them because there's the love, there's the big picture. And we can come back to forgiveness. And then when we do that, our relationship is even stronger.
Yes.
So I'm knowing that for the people who have left, and I can't wait to welcome them back. Okay? So now it's Dorothy's turn.
Hi, everyone. Just in time. Sorry I'm late. I'm Dorothy. I'm an adjunct on the board. And, I think all of our hearts are grieving for the folks that we're missing. They become close to us, and it's hard. But I haven't heard all the sentiments, but I echo the fact that we are inclusive, we are loving, we are authentic, and we don't want to allow issues to get in the way and divide us like they have. So I know Reverend Stephen and all of us are working on it. So that's all I have to say, but that, like I said, loving, authentic, and I think authentic's a key word for me. I want us to be real and to discuss things openly, but not allow it to tear us apart, if that makes sense. All right, love you guys.
And that's what's behind the Braver Angel workshop. It'll get us to a place where we can begin some deeper dialogues, but first we must begin with listening to one another and understanding that there's less difference in us than there is what's alike and what's similar. We all want many of the same things. Perhaps the pathway to get there is a little bit different, but that's what makes us the multiplicity of the one divine expression that is God itself. So there's more here. I'm going to arrange with Darlene to post these three. There's one called Democracy as a Spiritual Idea, another essay called Spiritual Armament, and finally a prayer for my country that Dr. Holmes wrote. And I'm going to have those posted in the e-blast that will go out on Wednesday. You can download them from there because they're really wonderful pieces to understand that this teaching really believes in this country and the beauty and the magnificence that is here within us. All right? Okay. Thank you, board. Thank you so much. All right. And I know we talked... Okay. We talked a lot about people that have most recently left, but I also want us to know that nature abhors a vacuum, and so anyone that is left, that's okay too, and there are other people that will fill that space. And this is a growth opportunity for us to move in perhaps different directions. Who knows? Who knows how it's going to unfold? Or also, like the farmer, who knows what's good or what's bad, right? But we do know that this is the truth of who we are. Let's do it together. We're community, inclusive, loving, and authentic. We celebrate all paths to God in gratitude, empowering self and others. We serve compassionately through outreach, inspiration, and education. That's who we are. That's why we're here. And here's what we do. Reverend Nancy, follow that up, will you?
Oh, I look out here and I just see love. I just see just open hearts and open minds, and I see a lot of children today, and that makes me so, so very happy. I brought my little baby 2-year-old here 38 years ago, so you all could just be that person 38 years from now, sitting in these chairs when a lot of us are flown high. Anyway, let's open up with an opening treatment, and let's just take a deep, conscious breath together. Come into the one now moment, knowing that right here, right now, divine love prevails. Okay, Dee. Divine love prevails. It covers this center. It covers our hearts. We are that divine love in expression. The divine life flows through us. The divine intelligence is us. We are all that and so much more in expression. We are inclusive. We are loving. We know that this center is open for all. We do believe in a world that works for all. So knowing that, I know this morning is blessed beyond measure. I know that the word spoken by Reverend Stephen is exactly what we each need to hear in our own ways. I know that the music this morning uplifts us and fills our hearts with joy. I know that this center, the doors are flung wide open. We are known like we've never been known before. This is 40 years in existence and 40 years more. I am knowing this for this community. I am so, so grateful for this teaching, for the Science of Mind, for Ernest Holmes, for his love of this country. Knowing all of that and so much more was so before I ever spoke it, I let the words just float on our hearts and in our minds and know that love prevails. Thank you, Spirit, and together we say, and so it is.
Please stand for our congregational song. gratitude. I love because I am free, blinded by the Spirit. The Spirit of God, it's upon me. Oh, oh, oh. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, oh. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, oh. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, oh. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, don't need any prodding, don't need any law. Wanna sing with all my heart. God is all in all. Let go of my burdens. Loving God has made me free, blinded by the Spirit. Ooh, Spirit of God, it's upon me. Oh, oh, oh. Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, oh. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, oh. Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, oh. The Spirit of God is upon me. Oh, yeah.
Hello, Cosmic Kids. This is Cindy Joy, your captain speaking. Come on up. That's okay. Yay! Yay! And I'm so glad because I picked today's theme as making new friends, and I think it's perfect. And I love this song. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. Let's all sing it. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. Great job. So, today we're going to talk about the qualities of being a good friend. They're back in school and they're making new friends, and it's important that we know the qualities that make a good friend. So the question is, how are you going to be a good friend today? How are you going to be a good friend today?
Being kind.
Perfect.
I don't know.
Well, we're going to talk about it, so it's okay.
Acting right.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, we're going to blast off, and we're going to talk about making new friends and keeping the old. Woohoo!
This is our affirmation for today. I'm going to read it once, and then I'm going to ask you all to join me. In the busyness of the day, I turn away. In the stillness of this moment, I turn within. In the quiet calm, I know love. Together? In the busyness of the day, I turn away. In the stillness of this moment, I turn within. In the quiet calm, I know love. My reading this morning is from this little book by Reverend Skip Jennings, who's now at the North Hollywood. We call it Church of Religious Science Center for Spiritual Living. He was here earlier this year and gave a talk and a workshop that many of us went to. And he has a 31 daily guide, and this was day 25. I thought it was just beautiful for today, so I'm going to read it. And it's not too long. Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love tonight? How it's laid to rest. It's enough to make kings and vagabonds believe the very best. Sir Elton John in The Lion King, right? There is not one moment in our lives that is not infused with divine love. Let me read that again. There is not one moment in our lives that is not infused with divine love. Whether or not we are conscious of this truth does not change this fact of life. The universe offers extraordinary evidence of love.
Even so, oftentimes we remain blind to it. There are times we know that love is all there is, while at other times we are challenged to find a glimmer of hope. It is important we take the time to acknowledge each of these seemingly contracting experiences have gifts to offer in the form of insights into our being, that we are sufficiently evolved to hold an awareness of love in one hand and our current challenge in the other. Doing so allows us to know that love is always present, even if we don't feel it tangibly in a given moment or specific circumstance in our life. The heart chakra, or anahata, as it's known in Sanskrit, is a shrine of love, compassion, intuition, and is where sacred union is felt with the divine. When we connect with this chakra in meditation or contemplative prayer, its energy spreads throughout our being. When we connect with another individual, we feel the vibration of this unity in our heart space. Watching a movie or listening to a song that deeply touches our soul, an upsurge of love floods our being, and we may find us spontaneously placing our hand over our heart as if to say, I feel you, love. Feeling love moves us to share it with others, to be compassionate givers to those in need, to feel connected in oneness with our global family, and offer them prayers of well-being, peace, and joy. Love birthed the song, We Are the World. And if you ever sung it along with others, you can feel the love energy permeating its lyrics and music. So I ask you, can you find and feel the love? And so it is.
Beautiful. Thank you, Nancy. This morning we have our brother from San Diego, James Higgins.
It's funny how spirit kind of works sometimes. You all are feeling a certain thing in this congregation about love, and how certain songs just kind of
yeah, you'll see
this song. In this moment, in this place, I remember who that I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and I see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals me, love that sets me so free. There is only love. when I lose, oh, when I lose myself, when I feel that I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals me, love that sets me so free. There is only God, there is only love. Oh, when I lose my way, when I feel that I've lost my way, when I go inside and I quiet my mind, I can hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals me, love that sets me so free. There is only God, there is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals me, love that sets me so free. There is only love. Love that heals me, love that sets me so free. There is only love. Love that heals me, sets me so free. There is only God, there is only love. There is only love. Thank you.
So knowing that truth, that there's only love, we go into our God awareness place, our 3-minute meditation in the silence. And I would just encourage you to let your heart be filled with love and know that there's only love. Sherry will bring us out in 3 minutes.
darkness. I am in the light. See me if you can. Everywhere I am.
Thank you, Sherry. So, we have many opportunities here on a weekly basis to meditate together. We always use meditation as a tool in our individual lives, but we did 20 minutes before service this morning, and it was beautiful. We have Wednesday night meditation at 5. We have group meditation with John Bellis at 7 p.m. on Thursday nights. So it's really beautiful to meditate in groups, and so I would encourage you to come out and meditate with us. All right. I think it's Mr. Higgins' turn.
Yes, another beautiful song from James. Can we have the lights changed, please? Thank you. Service. Okay. La la. All right.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when trouble come and my heart burden be, then I am still as I wait here in the silence. Oh Spirit, come and pray a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas, and I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to all that I can be. There is no life without its hunger, and restless hearts beat so impatiently. And then you come, and I am filled with wonder. And so I think I see eternity.
Mr.
Thank you,
James Higgins.
Oh, my.
Bring a little church into the room this morning. That's lovely. Thank you for those. Thank you for those classics, those deeply spiritual tunes. Appreciate that. Yeah. Oh, that was, he had me turning within. He had me turning within with that music this morning. It's beautiful. Oh. Let me get all settled up here. Dr. Holmes tells us to turn away from those conditions which are negatively impacting our lives. And sometimes once we've made that turn away, we must turn within to ask within, what is to be asked of us to do? Well, the lights are in a different place, aren't they? Yeah. Let's go back to service. I don't care. I mean, I can see you. I can see in the dark. I have a gift for you after service. A few weeks, no, I guess this was just before I took off for, excuse me, I'm going to do one thing here. Oh, now, about a week or so before I took off for my sabbatical, I received a gift in the mail. And it was a lovely book. And it was written by our dear Angela Carole Brown, our former choir director, and a wonderful soloist who sings here. It's called How the Light Gets In, 10 Principles for Reclaiming Your Spirit. Sweet little book. Many of you know from the Wednesday night series, I love skinny books because they're packed with lots of information. You'd be surprised what she has packed into this little bitty book. In fact, well, you don't have to be surprised for long because there's one waiting for you outside. And I would ask if you're a family, a couple, just take one for now, and then we'll see how far they go, because next week some people that weren't here this week will be here, and we want to give them a book as well. And my talks for the next 7 or 8 weeks will be based on this little book right here, okay? And so I'm taking the intro in the first chapter today, and thank you, Angela.
Yeah.
Yeah, we miss you. Yeah. Let's see if I can. I called her and I said, "Are you going to be in Southern California in the next 7 or 8 weeks?" No. And then I looked at my points and I said, "Not quite enough." So she's not going to be here, but but we tried. Okay, you can go back to no, not yet. Okay, so that's the book. Where's that? Oh, yeah. So the book, right? The book is called How the Light Gets In, and it comes from. Who? Where's that come from? Come on, music people. Come on, How the Light Gets In. Don't you know? No, you're fine. You're fine. Don't you know? Leonard Cohen. Leonard Cohen, right? The birds they sang at the break of day start again, I heard them say. Don't dwell on what has passed away or what is yet to be. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. You know, this thing, How the Light Gets In, is such a big thing that they actually have a festival in London, or well, this year I think it was in Wales. It's called How the Light Gets In Fest. And it's music and philosophers and big ideas from all around the world that come together to talk about the ways that through our trauma, through our pain, through our hurt, through our wounds, light gets in that lifts us up and lets us grow. They have music to support that. It's been going on for a number of years. They call it the European version of a big, giant, long TED Talk. That too. It passes through eternity. So, yeah, I got a lot of emotion running through me today. So, it's various different chapters, and one of the things she talks about at the very beginning, one of the first principles she talks about in how to get the light in and how to reclaim ourselves is to, she says, step away from the news. Turn away from anxiety fueling fueling news programs. Turn away from anxiety producing news programs. And you know, being a person that was in the news business for a lot of years, I've seen some shifts in how it works. And it is a little different than it used to be. And there is a lot of of that stuff. You almost think like, what's the point? There's just more of the same every time. And what really is happening is the news really appeals to your limbic system. It appeals to that old reptilian brain. Step on my toe and I'm going to step on your toe. It's about shock and there's a lot of disinformation and a lot of gossip going on in the news and clickbait on the line. Click, 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 click. And how many of you clicked on that one thing you try to find out and like 14 pages later, they still haven't told you why you first clicked on it in the beginning? And then there's this new stuff out there called AI slop. Boy, have we seen a lot of that. AI creating stuff that looks just like slop, like pig slop, just coming out of a bucket and just dumped onto your internet, And then there's the slant. Everybody's got a slant nowadays. They even call fair and balanced as a slant. Giving you the news you can approve of is a slant. It's always something different. And in the background, there's a lot of fear. A lot of fear. And a lot of division. Panic seems to be quite profitable. In the capitalist system, panic seems to be quite profitable. And I'm not saying ignore the news, but fear turns out to be kind of profitable too. I'm not saying ignore this stuff, but it's activating a system within you that is like I said, it's limbic, it's historic, it's old, it's the reptilian brain. It's when it's not the cerebral cortex that says, should I think about that? No, it's when it immediately reacts that makes you go, whoa, I'm upset, or wow, that's amazing, or whatever it is, but it's affecting your body and your mind and your spirit, sometimes in ways you may not even understand. And it's so appealing, it's so attractive, it gets you to come back for more. The headline, come back for more. They're using the Zargonic effect, the cliffhanger thing. At the end of the break, they'll tell you the next thing that could happen. So you stay through the break. But during the break, you find out you got bad breath, your toes are hurting, your back's bad, and you need to take this medication, except for, oh my God, look at the side effects, right? It's just fear out there. So Angela, in her wisdom, is saying, engage in some self-care. Some care for the spirit. Some self-care. Step away from a little bit. That's all. Just step away from a little bit so that you can heal your hurt parts. Sometimes you put a Band-Aid on something, you have to open up the Band-Aid and let some air get to it. So we're not saying don't become an ostrich or anything. Just step away. And the great news is there's zero cost for stepping away. And Big Pharma is not involved in this medication. It's it's free. It just means I'm always amazed. Remember the TV used to have the on-off switch? But now it's just got the power button. Because there's so much power in what comes through the tube. Well, actually, the power is right there. Right there. Boom. You can always, boom, turn it back on. Boom, turn it off. Angela says, to choose a path of wellness, of radical self-care and rest over celebrating exhaustion and the edict to produce is revolutionary. And inside revolutionary is evolutionary. It's evolutionary. It helps you to move to your next level of being, to take a little time out. How many of you go to the gym, work out till you're tired, get in the car, drive around the block, and go back into the gym to work out until you're tired again? No! You go home, you rest. The muscles say, oh, thank God. And then the next couple of days later, they're like, okay, let's go back. And then they get stronger again. If you just go over and over and over and over, you will break down your muscles. You will start to hurt. You will start to ache, and it will not work for you, and your muscles will actually begin to atrophy, tighten up, stiffen up. You'll be walking around like these, muscle guys who go to the gym too much. Or you can be the flex guy who goes every other day, right? That's what we're talking about. Did I just do the... But we, my friends, are the gatekeepers to consciousness. We're the gatekeepers to our own consciousness. Like I said, it's important to stay informed. We want to know what's happening with the human family. I want to know what's happening on the other side of the world. That's why I listen to news that comes from the other side of the world. I listen to the BBC. I listen to internet podcasts from different parts of different countries and different perspectives. I want that. But I also know when enough is enough. I know when I need a break. I know not to get on my phone and start scrolling first thing in the morning. I just know the first thing in the morning I need to do is meditate, get centered, feed my body, have a nice breakfast, look outside, water the plants, be with the bees. There are more bees. Have you noticed? There are more bees are starting to show up again. Thank God. I was worried about the bees. I'm going to run saving bees. Oh, go outside, little bee. I'm still not going to kill them, but, there's more of them, which is great. I love that, right? See, I want to avoid the paralysis of analysis of just listening to 15 pundits scream at each other. They can't even agree. They're just until it becomes noise. Womp, 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 like the little kids at the, that show. Angela Brown. I want to avoid fear. I want to avoid despair. I want to be in a place of conscious awareness of responsiveness to what I see and what I hear about. That's why sometimes I like to read. I mean, really, actually, sometimes I actually read thick books and newspapers and magazines where they take a little more time, or they've sat down and it's harder to hear the hyperbolic soundbite. It's not in the paper. It's absent of that. This break that Angela is promoting here allows me to rejuvenate, to cleanse the palate of my brain, and to free up some disk space in here so that I can take in new information. I mean, my phone is still in my pocket. I can still pull it out any time. In fact, last week, I actually made more phone calls on my phone than I sent out text or read new items. It was amazing. I actually paid attention to that. It's like, oh man, I made a lot of calls this week, and it felt so good to actually talk with people rather than to text them. Although a few of them I did text. I said, hey, do you have time for a call? Which is weird. I thought that's what the Ring was about. But apparently Ring doesn't work that way anymore. First it's text, can I call you? And then Ring is like, oh, he's calling me now. It's so complicated. I can't keep up. Which is why I need to unplug, because it can get so dark. The word can appear so dark, and more of it's not going to help. Dr. King says that darkness will not drive out darkness, only light. And light is not just light, but light is also lighten up. Only lightness will drive out the darkness. We'll float above it. Hate will not drive out hate, he says. Only love. Love yourself enough to give yourself the time to get a little bit lighter. Right? See, our job is to, as spiritual beings, as spiritual light bearers, is to alchemize the dark back into light, to alchemize the hate back into love. And we do that through self-inquiry. We do that from turning away from it so we can turn within. There are so many answers waiting within. Why do you think some of the great philosophers had the philosophy they had? They just sat at night and stared up at the stars. Tangent, I'm so disappointed right now that we're not going to get to see the blood moon tonight, because it's only happening like Europe and Africa and South America. We don't get to see that. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. But maybe we'll get an eclipse of the full moon in March of next year. Back to the talk. A little bit about what we talked about at the very top of the service and the apparent political divide that's happening, and taking things very personally, and this idea that through self-inquiry we can understand things, and through the Science of Mind teaching, which in the Declaration of Principles clearly states this: we believe in the healing of the sick and the control of conditions through the power of the mind. If some condition is upsetting you, go within and ask why. And be ready for the answer. The answer may be some action that you're not willing to take. Be ready for that, because the answer could clearly be that. The answer may say, stand on an overpass with a sign. The answer may say, give up more money to a certain organization. The answer may say, stand down at a courthouse somewhere. The answer may say, write a letter to your congressman. The answer may say, get out there and help people vote. I don't know what the answer may say. It'll be your answer. But if it's a condition that is disturbing you, it is disturbing you through your own mind, and it is your own mind that is the key to relieving that, because that is a sickness happening for you, and you have the power to heal it. This is what we teach. This is central to the Science of Mind. So Angela is really right here explaining to us, turn away so we can turn within, so we can practice the principles of the Science of Mind more fully in our lives. We are the gatekeepers. You feeling uncomfortable? That's a dis-ease. You want to heal it? Do it through the power of your mind. That's how this works. If that's not what you believe, you're in the wrong house. And there are houses for you. There are other faiths that teach you something different way, that somebody else will tell you what the answer is. Nobody here is going to tell you what the answer is. We're going to point to where you can find the answer. Right here. Right here. We all hear the T word all the time. No. Trigger. That triggered me. So it's such a common language thing. That really triggered me. The trigger can be quite magnetic. Get attached to our triggers. It's my trigger. Well, I want to talk to you about something else. It's called the glimmer. The glimmer is the opposite of the trigger. The glimmer is that thing that lets the light in, that lets the joy in. It's the hope that comes in. And it's hard to work against the trigger. The trigger is reflective. It comes back to you over and over again. It's in your past. You can see it. But the glimmer is just a flash. It comes, a quick moment of feeling. And also the other T word, trauma. We're so stuck with our trauma, stuck experiences within us, unprocessed feelings and emotions that we haven't quite worked through that get reactivated by a trigger moment. And then we're back into the trauma space. But again, the glimmer is there to help us move away from it. These little micro moments of joy and calm and peace, signals that we are safe, that it's okay to shields down. We're okay. We can take the barriers away. Life comes in these series of beautiful moments unfolding. And sometimes the moments don't look that beautiful until you turn within to see. What has happened in the last week did not seem that beautiful when it was happening, but it's created a wonderful opportunity for us to go within and see who we are as a community. Help me to go within and see who I am as a spiritual leader. Help our board members go within and see who are they as leaders in our community. Help you go within and see who you are as an individual. Every opportunity is beauty unfolding. And we have these beautiful bodies that know what to do. There's this stuff I was reading about this week called neuroception. There's a thing within us that signals whether we're safe or not, that unconsciously chooses whether we're in a light situation or a dark situation. And lights are part of what turns on these neuroreceptors in our neuroception system that sets up this contrast. It helps fire the cortisols and the melatonin in our system to help us know whether we're cortisol, oh my God, or melatonin, yeah. This is okay. You see, it's in our DNA. Our body knows this. So listen to your body. It knows when to turn the news off and when to turn it on. It knows when to respond or when not to. It knows when you're feeling safe. That autonomic parasympathetic system within you is just naturally happening. But consciously, we can support that through recognizing and stepping into our triggers. I mean, our glimmers, not our triggers. Get away from our triggers. Get into the responding to our glimmers, to the warmth of the sun. It's a sweet glimmer. Not yet. Oh, wow. I was riding my motorcycle through the aspens in Colorado during the fall, and all the leaves were flickering, like almost at the same time, like this dance. What a sweet glimmer that was, you know. Or a rainbow after a storm, or for that matter, a storm itself, a big cumulonimbus thundercloud that's just bouncing up and bowling up into the sky. It's just before the rain comes, before the release happens. And even the storm that comes out of it, sweet little glimmers. Or the crepuscular rays, you know, those rays of light that look like God's fingers coming down through the sky. What a sweet glimmer that is. They're there for you. Store those up. Notice those moments that are coming for you. Essential oils, puppy kisses, you know. Or cat nuzzles. You know, the cats are like, oh, they're just going all around your paw. Like, well, just stop that. I just want to be with you. No, you don't. You want to rub on me. I know what you think. I'm a scratching post. You're walking down the street, the stranger's coming toward you. They look at you and they smile. And you smile back. The glimmers, micro moments of joy. They're happening all the time. Sipping on a nice cup of tea. Or a cup of coffee if you like coffee. I've been talking about it for years. Aristotle, The Stoics, Lao Tzu, Buddha, Confucius, Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, all saying the necessary times to turn within, to take a time out and just be with the beauty that is unfolding around us. This is what Angela is inviting us to do, to let the light in. A principle to reclaim the joy of life. Read a lovely poem, and I'll share it with you in a minute, from a woman named Henny Flynn. And she writes that learning how to see the glimmers is part of how we reprogram ourselves back into a state of rest and repair. Learning how to see the glimmers. What's key about this phrase for me, this quote for me, is reprogram. See, we have been successfully programmed by our social media, by our public media, by our media large and small, to stick with the triggers, to stay with the trauma, to go with the hurt, to go with the attractive, ooh, wow, shock, awe, suspense. So we have to see the glimmers, notice them more carefully, so we can reprogram ourselves, because we actually want to live in a state of rest and repose rather than even repair. Why repair? In repose. I'm not asking you to be an ostrich. Just take your turn to turn within. Oh, wait, sidebar. Ostrich. Head in the sand. I was like, what's that all about? What is that all about? Well, what happens is when ostriches are scared, what they sometimes do is they lay themselves down and they stretch their necks out across the ground. So from a distance, they look like they have no head. Ergo, head in the sand. But that's not their head in the sand. They're just putting themselves in a defensive mode. Put yourself in a defensive mode. Rest your head in a little turn within moment. Be like an ostrich, but don't worry about it. You're not putting your head in the sand. You're just taking away a break away from the news. It's valuable. It's valuable. But hysteria is not so valuable. Don't get to the point of hysteria. Angela says that we should tread vigilantly in this area. Vigilantly. What she's saying is stay awake, stay alert, stay aware, give it attention, but don't give it to the point of tension. Focus on quality of your input versus the quantity of your input. And reclaim your spirit. Learn from the cracks and choose what gets in. That's the ancient wisdom. Our biggest learning comes from inviting ourselves to turn within. Always turn within. And our most potent space of turning within is to go within to the silence. To the silence. To give ourselves peace and quiet. Lao Tzu says, most things are possible to him who can perfectly practice inaction. Inaction. The inward action of being still. As Dr. Holmes says it, he says, get still. Get quiet. Still the turmoil of the outer senses. Be still and know you are the one you have been looking for. You are the one you have been looking for. All that outward seeking, it's right here. It's all about you. And that's what we get to learn. And that's what we teach here in our space called the Center for Spiritual Living, CB Valley. And so it is. So here we are. You ready? In the busyness of this day, I turn away. In the stillness of this moment, I turn within. In the quiet calm, I know love. Just sit with that for a minute. That's so great. I know love. Let's know love together right here and now. Let's take a breath into this moment and know that at the center of your being there is this undisturbed stillness, like at the bottom of the ocean, a calm that cannot be disrupted, that is solid and secure, and is waiting and available to us as we turn within to see it. And in that calm rises up peace. In that calm rises up love. In that calm rises up a sense of resolution, of comfort, of bliss. So we call forth to that space and know that regardless of what the outside conditions are, regardless of the turbulence of the surface of the sea, regardless of the size of the wave, be it tsunami or little trickle rolling toward the shore, that we can still see the glimmer of light at the golden hour of day. We can still feel the sweetness of a baby's touch, the comfort of holding that baby in our arms, the joy of tickling their little toes. There's so many glimmers waiting for us. Why do we rush away to the turmoil of the day when we can reside within where there is peace and calm? That is the choice we get today. And we choose enough and when it is and how it is on our own terms. And it's for that I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the power of choice. I'm so grateful that Spirit did not create automatons, but it created individualized expressions of itself that are here to do things greater than even the great Master has already done. This, I know, is the future, the present, and the experience of the Center for Spiritual Living Simi Valley. We are here to do things greater than any spiritual center has ever done before. We're here to show and to lead in a way that no one has ever led before. We are here to do something magnificent in the world because we are expressions of the most magnificent thing it is, which is God itself. And so for that, I'm so grateful and so pleased to anchor this truth by these words for each and every one of us, knowing that we are now empowered to go out in the world and be who? You. And so it is.
I am light, I am light. I am light, I am light. I am divinity defined. I am God on the inside. I am a star, a piece of it all. I am light. 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 I am light.
You know, frequently I prepare more information than I can actually give in the time that we have for the talk. And I said something about a poem from Henny Flynn, and then I went right past it. And normally I wouldn't do this, but I feel like I should read the poem to you because it's such a sweet poem, and I want to share it with you. It comes from a book that she wrote called My Darling Girl, and it's an excerpt. And she says, think of all the happy times. Think of frost sparkling in the trees. Think of leaves softening your step. Think of sand beneath your toes. Think of sun on your skin. Think of cold biting at your cheeks. Think of sweetly scented rooms. Think of hands held in yours. Think of hugs that warm your soul, of kisses as light as air. Think of friendships, love, and care. Think of who you've been with and where. Think of every happy moment, day, month, year. Think of this life and all the times that have been when your heart has sung and your cheeks have ached with smiling. Think of the constants that have been the threads that flow through all these times. And remember that in truth, there is just one constant, one thread, one person who has always been in the center of this happiness. You. Of course, my love, it's you. Isn't that sweet? Yeah. Henny Flynn. There it is. You want to support us? That's how you do it.
Right here.
Enough said.
Up to here.
Okay, you know the drill. But this is the most important part, the Declaration of Affirmation. It is so powerful. These words, I mean, they're kind of a takeoff from, who's that lady? The big money lady? Come on. Ponder. Catherine Ponder. That's the one. That's the one. I kept thinking Shin, but it wasn't Shin. It's Ponder. There you go. Here they are. Let's say them together with meaning, with feeling, out loud. Divine love It's doing its perfect work here and now. Divine love harmonizes. Divine love adjusts. Divine love prospers. Divine love foresees everything and richly provides every good thing for the world. Center for Spiritual Living, Simi Valley, and me now. Divine love prevails. 2 D's in one service. I love it. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Linda. Okay, remember, give till it hurts. Why not? There's more out there. It's an abundant universe. Great stuff happening. Florence is back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. The divine flow of love is in these baskets, the divine flow of infinite possibilities, infinite treasure. Knowing that for each and every one of us and for the Center for Spiritual Living, Simi Valley, right here, right now, and so it is. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we got one more with James. Yeah. Okay.
How sweet it is to have God in my life. Yeah, yeah. How sweet it is to have God in my life. Yeah. Needed the shelter of someone's arms, and God, there you were. Needed someone to understand my ups and downs. God, there you were. With sweet love and devotion, deeply touching my emotions. I won't stop and thank the Spirit. I just want to stop and thank the Spirit. Oh, yes, I do. How sweet it is to have God in my life. Yeah, yes, I do now. How sweet it is to have God in my life. I close my eyes at night, wondering how would it be with you in my life. Everything I did was just a bore. Everywhere I went seems I've been there before. 'Cause you brighten up my nights and all of my days. And I wanna thank you in so many ways. Stop and thank the Spirit. I just wanna stop and thank the Spirit. Oh, yes, I do now. How sweet it is to have God in my life. Every day and every way, yes, I do now. How sweet it is to have God in my life. Yeah. and every night and every way. Sing it again now.
How sweet it is to
All right,
have
let's take 'em out.
God.
Yeah, yeah, yes it is. How sweet it is to have God in my life. I love what you're saying. Say it again, say it again.
How sweet it is to have God in my life.
Here we go. How sweet it is to have God in my life. You guys are terrific.
Let's have a little church up in here. All right. Got some God in my life. So you gotta say it like this. Got some God. Got some God in my life. Come here, you. Thank you, my brother. Brought some great music today. Thank you, thank you. God in my life. Yes, indeed. Oh, there you guys are. Now you're in frame. To bring him over a little bit more.
Scoot it over.
Scoot him over. All right, got some thank yous. Now, Kathy Burt's triple dipping today. She's filling in for Darlene, and she's also the lead on the service team today, with support from Terry, Linda, and John. And then John was doing the signs today, and Glenn doing sound and working the stage managing position. Thank you so much for that. Let's see. Live stream video booth. Steven! Yeah! That was fun. Dominic, thank you so much. Always a pleasure to have you here, my son. My God, baby, on the slides. Great. Cindy Joy and Tracy are back there making friends, singing friends songs. Thank you for that. Let's see. Fellowship. Okay, I got this note with all these little names on it. You know, I got a fix for that. Bing. Linda Romano, Krista Decker, Candy Cooper, Gloria Binder, and Michelle doing fellowship, bringing treats. Not you? Another Michelle. A different Michelle. Oh, did you bring treats, Michelle? You did? she went, honey, did I bring treats? I love, it's so sweet being married, having a significant other, because you can have half your brain over there. Yeah. It's kind of like partitioning your computer, half Apple, half Windows, right? It's beautiful. I love that. All right. James, there you are. Thank you so much, man. And I love the way you adapted the songs and made them Science in Mind corrective, It was beautiful. Appreciate that. I'm fading in and out. Back. Okay, back again. All right. And then this wonderful band. Sherry Deeds, our band leader, our music director. Great job, Sherry. Steve Fowler. Got Bob Townley over there. And there's Randy Jones. And then Lane Taylor and Cheryl Robinson Collins representing the L's themselves singing that. Thank you so much.
Let's see.
Let's see. Oh, cleaning crew this week. We had Kathy Burt, Nancy Fuller, and Gloria in the cleaning crew. So thank you for that. They're always looking for folks to come and help out. So if you want to come and help out on the cleaning crew, and I personally tell you, I think that one of the best meditations on the planet is vacuuming.
Me too.
Followed only by cleaning toilets. Yes. All right, let's see what else. What else we got? Dominic, thank you. Okay, so Florence Riggs is back with the sounding, creative sounding. So come on out and support her for that activity. Support yourself, because it's a wonderful way. There's a tune within you, and this is not about singing. So I can't sing, it's not about singing. It's about vocalizing your special vibrational energy and frequency and bringing it into the room and watching how it harmonizes with everyone else. And that's really the truth of life. We are here to vibrate at our frequency, and when we do authentically at our own frequency, it does harmonize with the rest of the planet. So just come and practice it as a spiritual practice, coming out for that on the 12th. What else we got, Dominic? Oh, yes, the Smashin' Splashin' Pool Party, September 21st, 12 to 5 after the service. It says sign up to bring snacks, and there's a sign-up sheet in the lobby, and we continue to put sign-up sheets, and I'm grateful for those of you that actually do it. But we understand in this community, it's kind of like I wake up on Sunday morning, I'm going to go to the pool party. I'll just make something, and you just bring it. I get that. But it would help so that we don't have 15 fruit salads. to know what you're going to bring. So if you have a chance, do sign up for that. If you don't know where it is, ask Kathy, ask this lady over here, ask Darlene, ask Diane, ask anybody who's ever been there. They'll tell you how to get to that lady's house for the pool party. Let's see. Help me, Dominic. Oh, the mystical path. Karen Batten is teaching this wonderful class online. Now, there's an education portal on the CSL website. These are teachers from all over the world who post a class opportunity to teach. And so Karen has gifted us with teaching one of those classes on the online worldwide portal. And so people will join up for their class here locally and perhaps from other places, and the revenue from the class comes to us. So if you have people that you know in other parts of the country that are like, what's this church you go to? What it's all about? Tell them about this class and go to csl.org, not our site, but csl.org, and then you can sign up there. And I think there is actually a link on our site. I take that back. There is a link on our site to sign up for it as well. And you may be in class with people from other parts of the country. So it's a great way to see how big CSL actually is. So those are some of the things that are happening. And I think it is now time for my dear Nancy to come up. And while Nancy's coming up, I understand that Diane has made a few extra of those sweet, tasty treats. I know the bake sale is officially over, but there's some out there if you want to. Rush over after us. She's got a limited amount of her special tasty treats available after service. $5. Ooh, $5. Okay. Come this way because of the...
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be available for prayer after the service. I'll be standing over there near the practitioner room for our 2 to 3 minute miracles. And there's also a box out in the lobby for prayer requests. And I think that's it. It was a beautiful service today. I just want to thank you and the board for, loving us so beautifully.
Oh, well, it's your board. You elected them, and we're here to just serve. We're here to serve. All right, let's all stand, do the closing benediction. We'll sing. We'll go out and have some fellowship. We'll eat some food. We'll tell some stories. Some of them will be true. Some, who knows. All right, here we are. I'm at home. My life. I can never. I live. I release. Because. Yes, you are.
Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come from living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone and there's nothing that I can do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its meaning. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its meaning. I am the place where God shows up. Will I have enough to do the things I need to do to take care of myself? Will I have enough of mind and body to live a life of grace and wholeness? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone and there's nothing that I can do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its me. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its
Thank you for showing up big time.